I like this song. It's really good, man. Y'all know what it's from? It's really good, man. Who out there?
Sega Genesis.
Sega Genesis. That's right, Madden.
Electronic Arts. I think it was the first Madden. No, it's second Madden 92.
It was.
First one
Madden.
had like that little remix.
Yeah, this one is just a straight up version.
Yeah. I like Madden 93's a little better, but I mean that one's pretty good too.
You know what I used to do in Madden 92? I used to do the all Madden team, and I would run the ball. I'd pick up a matchup between me and Cleveland, and I would just run the ball with Thurman Thomas straight up the gut every time. It was amazing.
Jeez.
What's up, you assholes? What is going on? We are back. It is the dumpster fire, so appropriately named. In fact, it's in the Urban Dictionary, not related to this fucking live stream, but it is now making its way into the lexicon. You probably play dumpster fire in Words with Friends. Anyways, we're having a good time tonight. I got who's with me now? Who's with me?
I think it's just me, sir.
It's just you. It's
now.
just you. It's just some guy named UrinatingTree.
Just some guy.
Some guy. He has like...
Yeah, unfortunately, apparently they also put mansplain in the dictionary, and I'm very disturbed by that notion.
That makes me not want to be a man, if the word mansplain is actually in the Urban Dictionary.
Well, technically we're mansplaining right now, because we're technically white men bitching about random shit. Even though you're technically half Asian, they're still gonna go off about mansplaining. That's just
right.
how it is.
That is. We are mansplaining. And we're going to talk about sports tonight. We got a lot of shit to cover. We got this crazy NFL offseason, which we're going to talk about first. If Brandon Perna would ever show up.
He's got stuff to do. Relax.
That's right. I asked him if he wanted to stream on Friday nights, and he was like, "I like to enjoy my time off." I was like, "What? People have lives?
What's a time off? I work Friday nights all the goddamn time."
That's right. I work 2 jobs. I am like half Asian.
Technically, this is a second job if you think about it. How much time investment we put in this shit.
That's true. I was thinking about that today. I was in a meeting.
That's the way I see it.
And I was like, I hate this job. Anyways. Alright, let's turn all this shit on. Hold on. Let's turn all this shit. Oh, wow, there's my face. I am doing tonight's stream in my damn bathrobe. And I don't give a shit.
Going the Hugh Hefner look today, sir.
Look, this was my Christmas
you got that.
gift.
You need more of the burgundy sort of look. It's kind of looking like I just came out of the shower and I'm like, fuck the kids.
You don't want to say that on YouTube. We might get demonetized. You know?
Yeah, we're gonna lose our $5. Yeah.
Oh no. Alright, I am in my bathrobe. This is my New York Giants bathrobe, by the way. My wife gave this to me for Christmas because she loves me and stuff. Yep, that's right. Bald face reveal. Did y'all not know how ugly I am yet? I mean, what's up? Y'all should know how terrible I look. Looks like a bald guy. Alright, this is the way we're going to do it. Super chats. We're going to talk about the NFL offseason. And then we're going to talk about the FanDuel bracket pick'em. I'm going to pick the 5 teams. Is 5 points high? Is water wet? And then we're going to do a public bracket on Yahoo for y'all to compete with us as well. And yeah, let's get into it. So, Tree, what do you think about all these crazy moves? These crazy moves, they're just crazy, man.
It's quarterback shuffle, man. Quarterback shuffle. I don't know why Minnesota's getting rid of all their quarterbacks and getting Cousins. Don't get me wrong, I like Cousins, but I felt like Keenum did the same sort of production that he would have done last year. Are they just skeptical of him? Because Bridgewater, I can see them letting go. Sam Bradford, I can see them letting go. He can't stay healthy.
Bridge is in play for the Jets, is what they're saying. It's amazing.
Apparently, he's going to be a backup for Josh McCown. Apparently,
it's amazing how he goes from being the greatest thing ever, Teddy Bridge, to he's hurt all the time, and now he's Josh McCown's backup.
Well, tearing your ACL and knee entirely in a fluke incident in training camp will do that to you.
Is that the new NFL death sentence is just tearing that ACL? Is that basically the end? Who has come back from that besides Adrian Peterson to ever make anything of themselves?
The thing you should see about Bridgewater, I thought he'd do okay because he's not like a speed guy. He was always a pocket passer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like
we got
Carson Wentz, same thing too. Like he's more of a pocket passer. He'll lose a lot of his mobility. Hopefully not, but that's going to be the side effect. Now RG3, when he sorry, I'm cutting you off.
No. You finish. My bad.
No. Yeah, like when RG3 like busted up his knee, Washington ruined him. He was done because he lost that explosiveness.
Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Was they installed offenses because they were like, "Hey, this guy can't throw. Let's put in this read option bullshit." And then the NFL defenses were like, "Oh yeah, what did we used to do to read option shit? Oh yeah, just pound the shit out of these quarterbacks." And then it gave rise to that temporary boon of Colin Kaepernick and Jake Locker and RG3. Like, what a joke that was. Blake G, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm here for Brandon Perna too. All right, we got a super chat from Alex N. Should the Cardinals trade up in the draft now that they signed Glassbones Bradford?
What's their position now? 10th, 11th?
Let's look at that.
Yeah, because like the biggest issue for the Cardinals is that they weren't in the AFC. Because they were kind of like screwed over by like the strong up and coming teams. And that actually makes sense for Arizona because let's face it, he really fits in well with their extremely injury-prone ways.
I just feel like Bradford is soft like a wet baby's ass. He's going to be out by week. They're 15th in the draft, and man, they're missing.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
like, do you try and pull Buffalo and like dangle one of your like random players?
I don't know. Lamar Jackson will be available then. 15. Apparently, he'll probably survive the first round.
I don't know. I keep hearing his name grumbling in the late first, but
he's Robert Griffin the fourth, is what he is. He's not a great thrower of the football. That's his problem. He has got amazing speed, but what do you do for a guy that's not a running back? That's just that one. I mean, nothing against Lamar Jackson. He's a fantastic player, but he's not gonna. If Teddy Bridge didn't translate all that well to the NFL, I don't see Marcus, the other dude, doing it. Lamar Jackson. Sorry, I was going to say Marcus Jackson. I'm sure there's a Marcus Jackson somewhere. All right, should the Broncos trade? No, sorry, Daniel Nep. You got to have a pop at the P. Should the Broncos trade up to get Baker Mayfield and use Keenum as a bridge QB?
Baker Mayfield. Is he over 6'2"? Because that's John Elway's rule.
Oh, now as soon as we start talking about the Broncos, That's Good Sports joins the server, but
his Broncos sense was tingling. He heard Broncos and it just like popped up in his mind.
He's muted. Hold on.
He's going to the Bronco mobile. He's going rev up right now.
Where's this?
He's crying over Kirk Cousins probably, and then he had to settle for Plan B. Sorry, sir.
I don't know what Perna's problem is, man. He's supposed to be in here.
I'm in.
Ah, there you go. God damn it, showing up late as shit. But then his ears were tingling like his penis when we talk about the Broncos.
Right. Yeah, what was the question? Something about Baker Mayfield?
Should the Broncos trade up to get Baker Mayfield and use Keenum as a bridge QB? And I was going to steal your comment from Twitter today, but now you can say it yourself since you show up 9 minutes late. That's what kind of friend I am.
Well, I said I was going to be late. What was the comment that I said on Twitter? I don't even remember.
You said that
it's been a busy day.
By getting Keenum, it was clear that they're going to draft a QB, which is the answer here. But who?
Okay, yeah. I think they will draft a QB. I don't know if they'll trade up to get Baker Mayfield. I think we have to see what continues to happen free agency here. And the first 5 picks of the draft are how that plays out. There are so many scenarios that could happen right now. I don't know what the hell will happen on draft day if that would be necessary, but I'm guessing one of those quarterbacks should drop to the Broncos at 5. I'm hoping.
Well, there's what? Allen, Rosen, and Mayfield. There's no way that those go one. I mean, Cleveland's obviously going to take a position player. They're not going to take 2 QBs, though they could. They could.
That would be a Cleveland thing to do.
Speaking
Yeah,
of,
I think they're really eyeing up Saquon Barkley.
they're going to take him.
I mean, they let Crowell's gone. I think Barkley's a lock to go to Cleveland. But then after them, the Giants, they could take a quarterback. The Colts don't need a quarterback. And then the Browns are picking again at 4, which they could trade out of that position. And, the Bills are trying to trade in there right now. The Dolphins could even try to trade down there. And what other fucking team? There's another team that could try to trade in to get ahead of the Broncos. I said the Bills already. So, I mean, there's a lot of scenarios there, and even the Colts could trade out of that spot as well at this point.
Yeah, well, I think possibly the Browns could be trading their number 4 too, if you think about it. If they get a good deal, they could pull Sashi Brown and get another guy. They don't like any of the 3 quarterbacks.
Is there no?
They have done.
Go ahead.
They have done before and has blown up in their face.
How come there's no good players that they're Is there any defensive players or O linemen like that?
Minka Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, but I'm just
Bradley Chubb, Fitzpatrick, Bradley Chubb, and the Notre Dame guard Quentin Nelson.
Yeah.
Some people think that the Giants, since they couldn't get Andrew Norwell in free agency, might go for the guard Quentin Nelson, who's supposed to be the best lineman in the draft. But
I would say Bradley Chubb, the Browns don't need him since they already have Myles Garrett. Who do they got on the other side? Ansa? No, not Ansa. Ogba. Sorry. But I mean, the thing is with Cleveland, how much do you trust Tyrod Taylor? They're not gonna.
He's Deshaun Kaiser with experience, is what he is.
People are praising Cleveland. I'm just sitting there
Oh, this is a good question right here. I don't want to derail our little draft discussion here, but Anthony Guild still need to get into the super chat group after last week. What the hell happened in Green fucking Bay? And I think he's alluding to Jordy Nelson getting cut today.
That was kind of a surprise. At least I thought it was.
What?
But
are they
when I listened
guessing
to
that he's old and going to decline? It's the only thing I can think of.
I don't
it's
know.
old, they, and then a lot of people are saying that Jordy Nelson lost a step last year. He couldn't separate from defensive backs even when Rodgers was playing. So I don't know.
Well, he certainly had a down year because Aaron Rodgers wasn't throwing him the ball like that.
Their whole fucking offense had a down year because Rodgers got hurt.
Yeah, let's be frank, though. Aaron Rodgers getting injured was the best thing that could have happened to Green Bay. Because it forced them to realize that the way they were doing things hasn't worked.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, when the Patriots lost Tom Brady, they were like, yeah, let's just win 11 games.
Well, because they had other options besides Tom Brady.
Yeah. All right.
Same thing if the Lions lose Matt Stafford.
Man, they would be fucked about Stafford.
Every team is one quarterback away from being rat fucked. You know that, right? That's why. Let's see here. We got a super chat from David Benjamin. Hello, everyone. I'm going to read this like he's British. David Benjamin. So how about all these Browns trades? What does this mean for them now? And you look awesome in your bathrobe, 5 points. Why, thank you. I do look awesome. That's right.
You need a little pipe. That's what you need,
I
sir.
do. Oh, yes, honey. It is time. I'm going to do the wheelbarrow on my wife tonight. That's...
Sounds about right.
That sounds about right. The Browns are making moves to win 3 games. is my opinion. Like, they're making it exciting. I think Scott McLuhan is a consultant with them, but everyone talking about them freaking doing anything other than winning 3 games which is great. I mean, win 3 games. 1 win in 2 seasons is deplorable, but make all the trades you want to suck less.
They needed to do something, though. That's the thing with the Cleveland. Even though Tyrod Taylor, I mean, he's been fucked over repeatedly in Buffalo. He's not going to lead you anywhere special, but he's an upgrade over Deshaun Kaiser. He's going to be like a 1-year bridge. Jarvis Landry is like a weird case for me. Everyone says he's this good receiver, but he's a slot specialist that just gets a lot of catches because there's no other option in Miami. And that's the thing you got to worry about there.
I think
hopefully he can get separated. The thing with, like, I don't know why they're trading Danny Shelton. I thought he did okay in their defense.
The Danny Shelton trade doesn't make a lot of sense. I think Landry paired with Josh Gordon is a good combination because Josh Gordon really can do anything. So you can use him as your outside threat. Tyrod Taylor, like, the thing he brings to the Browns is he's safe with the football. He's never going to fucking, like, blow you away with the way he's playing, but he doesn't turn it over. And the Browns quarterbacks all season were turnover machines. So at the very least, if you assume the Browns are as good as they were last season, which was not good enough to win any games, but be close in at like 9 or 10 games, they were within a score in the fourth quarter. You could split the difference there and say they'll definitely win 5 games next year.
Oh, you're going 5?
I can see 6.
6 is the most.
Because they have interesting pieces. Myles Garrett looked pretty good last year. Like, you've got that line's pretty good.
6 is the most wins.
There, you do all right.
Go ahead.
I was just say their defense at times looked decent last year, and other times it looked like shit. So yeah, they're still adding pieces. And what Tree was just saying, like, you know, Saquon Barkley, I think makes that offense. Even if they draft a quarterback, like I think a lot of people think they're going to take Sam Darnold, which is he's probably wouldn't start next year anyway because I think he needs the most work of any of the quarterbacks in that top tier that they're talking about. Like Tyrod Taylor with a dynamic running back and 2 legitimate receiving threats, and who's their tight end in David Njoku. Like that might be a formidable, set of weapons there. And I think didn't they grab an offensive lineman today as well? I
don't know. Let's see.
Who was it?
I know they got one of the Packers defensive backs in a trade for Deshaun Kaiser. I know that.
Here, actually, you said it was a lineman?
Yeah, Chris Hubbard.
Chris Hubbard.
From
the Steelers.
All right, we got a couple
like
super
a swingman, like a specialist, like a jack of all trades sort of guy. He's good depth.
Okay, so that's. I hope they do good. Like I'm tired of them being a fucking joke.
I think we all were, dude.
No, I'm not
dude,
tired.
I live in like their rival city, and even I'm tired of them fucking losing.
No, I want them to lose all the time.
Like, it's getting pathetic right now.
No, man.
And there's a part of me that, like, wants them to do well, and then there's a part of me that just says, fuck Jimmy Haslam, I want you to fail miserably.
I want to beat that running gag to death. Like a horse that just, like, I want to beat that horse till its eyeballs pop out. That's how much I want Cleveland to continue to suck.
You could have been a coma for 15 years and then ask, okay, how are the Browns doing? They still suck. I'm like, yeah, I'm still in 2003.
All right, we got some super chats.
Football team didn't change. This coma, so much has gone wrong for me after waking up from it. But,
yeah,
the Browns are the one piece of familiarity I have to keep me going on.
That's right. They're my reference point for the past. All right.
Yeah, that's what
we got to keep our precious narratives, man.
That's right. I think for this stream tonight, I'm going to read every super chat in a different accent until you guys.
That's dramatic.
Let's go with the Asian accent from Harold Kaufman. I know NFL free agency was crazy, but what you think of the Devils? I like Taylor Hall a lot. I think that they're going to make a sneaky deep run in the NHL playoffs. Thanks for trying to derail the show and talk about hockey, trying to sneak your New Jersey Devils shit in there. But
Devils are weird to me. I feel like there are times where I feel like they're going to move forward and then they just fall apart and lose 3 straight. I don't get them.
They're going to do well.
They're
in
not
the playoffs.
like Flyers inconsistent, but they're they need a few more pieces.
Let's see, Mr. Mephisto. What's up, buddy? What's going on for $10 holla? Let's see, who should I be Australian? What's your potential off-season champions? I like what the Vikings have done. Honestly, I love it. Kirk Cousins
They made the biggest splash.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins was a steal. It really was. Even at that money, they G'd him up for 3 years, and he's probably going to get them at least an NFC Championship game next year for sure. For sure. Boys.
What was the question?
Who's the off-season champ so far?
So far?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Or potential, rather.
I don't know who the champ is. I was going to shit on the Jets today, but they started to make some moves that aren't terrible. They added they signed Josh McCown, which I think is the smart insurance policy. They might be signing Teddy Bridgewater. They added Tremaine Johnson and
Isaiah Crowell.
Crowell, yeah.
Back.
So that's, I don't know. I think that's a decent haul. If anything, they did a lot today, so you can be excited about that.
Well, they had the most cap space in the NFL, didn't they?
Yeah, they better
yeah,
make some fucking
they
moves.
better sign people.
A ton of fucking money.
Even if they did kind of butt fumble and miss out on Kirk Cousins.
You know what? The thing with Cousins, I know why he picked the Vikings, because he was like, I want a defense that's going to get me the ball more often. Duh. Like, why wouldn't you go to a team that has a nasty defense if you're a good quarterback? Because you're going to be like, I want to be on the field all the time.
That's a fair point. I think also the Rams are doing a really good job, and the 49ers. The Rams signed their slot corner today, and and they added Talib, Marcus Peters. They have some depth there already. Their safeties are really good. Sam Shields, Kayvon Webster, they have a really good back end now to match, defensive line. So assuming they can pick up where they left off, and I don't even mind them losing Sammy Watkins. He had 8 touchdowns with them last season, but it was 39 catches or something. So I think the Rams are doing a good job, and I think that defense will be really exciting to watch next year, unless a bunch of people get hurt or some weird shit happens.
The thing with Sammy Watkins too was he was kind of more invisible behind that D. The big people on that offense were Cooper Kupp, Everett, Todd Gurley. Those were the 3 I really noticed. Sam Watkins was more of a change of pace.
All right, we got
and he may kind of have a similar role in Kansas City, even though they're going to want him to be more of a number 1 wide receiver. I'm not sure if that's who he is as a wide receiver.
I don't know about that. They seem like they've got 2 deep threats when, Mahomes has the arm, but he's still improving.
2 deep threats. From Don't Feed Phil here. Let's see if you guys can guess this accent. Thoughts on Aqib Talib reuniting with Wade Phillips in Los Angeles. P.S. Thanks, Jordy, for all the Packer memories, and fuck the Bears.
Sassy New York lady.
That's right. Sassy New York lady. Mm-hmm. I was going for gay guy, but I got sassy New York lady. When you can't even be gay. You know what? Aqib Talib, I think it was time for him to get his ass out of Denver or wherever he was coming from. It was time.
I think Talib's got a lot of football left in him. He was good last year, even though the Broncos got worse. And I don't think he gets enough credit for he's a really intelligent football player, and people don't know that because he's done such stupid shit off the field. And I think he's like the type of player, once he actually does lose a step, I feel like he can move to the safety position fairly easily. So I honestly think he'll play for quite a while. I don't know if he'll stay, with the Rams, but he wanted the only two places he said he would go were to New England or to the Rams. So he stopped the trade to the 49ers because he didn't want to play there, even though that would have been a good spot for him, as well. So the fact that he wanted to go play with Wade, I think makes it a good move for the Rams.
Speaking of defensive backs that have lost a step, Richard Sherman ends up on the Niners. That goes into your pile of good Niners moves, I think. I mean, if Talib has a lot of football left in him, I think Sherman does too.
Yeah. Well, the question with Sherman is like Achilles injuries can be extremely hard to recover from. So, assuming Richard Sherman can bounce back from that, then yeah, I think he can play for a while longer as well. But that is a huge if, I think, at this point.
All right, Eric Worthen, $2. Do you think the Cowboys will cut Dez Bryant?
No, because Jerry Jones likes him too much.
Jerry Jones does love Dez Bryant. I want me some glory hole. Have you ever heard that soundbite of Jerry Jones talking about, I want me some glory hole. Come on down and see my monkey.
That sound like Jerry Jones.
Come on down and see my monkeys. That's right. I want me some glory hole. I want me some glory hole. All right. So other interesting moves.
Do you really want that?
I mean,
if you don't know what's on the other side, is that something that's really appealing to you?
You don't know, right? You just it could be anything.
Yeah, you'll never know.
Yeah. I mean, it's how you imagine it, right? You think about all the girls you didn't bang before you got married, not the ones you did. That's the truth, right there.
It kind of is.
Let's see. And you can't say anything, Perna, because you're afraid that your wife's watching this stream, just like you're afraid that John Elway has bugged your Chevrolet that you bought from him.
Oh, my wife's definitely not watching this.
Good for her. All right. We talked about Le'Veon getting the franchise tag. I think
Lewis is going to the Titans.
Who's that? Oh, Dion Lewis.
Yeah, that's
actually
new.
I actually don't mind that move at all. I think he's a nice compliment to Derrick Henry.
Yeah, that's at least with Lewis there is an actual sort of change of pace. I felt like DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry were kind of too similar in their running style. And they added, Malcolm Butler as well to their secondary. So they already had Logan Ryan. There's 3 Patriots there now in Tennessee. I don't know if that's a good thing, but it is what it is, guys.
Apparently, just adding the most expatriates that you can is the way to go.
Yeah, they should have signed Danny Amendola. That would have really kind of rounded it off for them.
Yep, he's going to Miami, isn't he?
Yeah.
What was that? Where are they going to get their tiny white guys from?
Yep, going to Miami. Mammy.
All right. I think we're going to pivot now to the Merch Madness. So, Brandon, if you want to leave, that's fine. But I would like you to make some picks, being that you don't know shit, and maybe, win your little bracket.
I got no shit. I don't know shit besides Pitt basketball.
That's all you know?
No. Fucking Pitt.
I like their uniforms. I just pick them based on how pretty their uniforms are, and that's how I fill out my bracket. All right, I'm going to get my shameless plug in because this promotion is really kicking ass. It's the FanDuel Bracket Pick'em. All you got to do is go follow my link. Here, I'll even type it in the group chat. Hold on, www.fanduel.com with the /5 points vids. Bam. Oh, that didn't even sell out. Y'all paying me for super chat. How are you gonna call me a sell? Anyways, you just log in. You can do this FanDuel bracket pick'em. It's absolutely free. It's free, and the grand prize is 5 G's if you win. And all you gotta do is pick the seeds and have it add up to 20, and that's your entry. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure this out. So you guys are gonna help me, or Brandon's gonna leave. It's one of the others. And basically, you pick each round, and then if your team win, it gets multiplied by whatever seed it is. I thought I saw somebody today that I really liked to be a huge upset. It's like a first-time entry. I like Buffalo to win their first-round matchup against who do they play? Arizona. I don't know why. Something just tells me that they're gonna win. So that's one. I like North Carolina as the 2 seed. I think Xavier sucks. Do you guys have any favorite team at all besides Pitt basketball? Do you even know?
I follow a few ACC squads too. Mostly it's just the like just watching Pitt kick their ass.
Yeah.
That's really about it.
I don't
even know who's in it.
It's like 68 teams. Actually, I'm doing like my most aggressive video ever. I'm trying to trigger all 68 teams, and it is a lot of work to try to piss off 68 teams. It is, and that should come out.
I'll root for Wichita State.
All right, the Shockers, because the 2 in the pink.
That's all I can think. 2 in the paint, 1 in the
I used to live in Wichita, Kansas. Woo shock. You got to woo shock them, guys.
You got to woo shock? That's what y'all say? All right.
That's what they say.
There you go.
I hated them when I lived there, but now that I'm not there anymore, I can root for them because I still have like one friend who lives in Wichita, and I know he'll be rooting for them. So that'll bring me a little bit of joy if they win.
I see what you have to do here. You got to pick them in different brackets.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pick Arizona because I already picked Buffalo.
Wichita State even in it?
Wichita State. Yeah, they're in. They be upsetting the shit out of people. They piss people off.
The thing with the NCAA tournament this year, it's going to be so hard to really predict anything because the whole league itself was just unpredictable. There's so much change and upset, and like everything seems very evenly matched. It'd be pretty hard to find a champion.
It will be pretty hard to find a champion. All right, I can submit now. I don't want to beat Duke. All right, so I got Villanova, Kansas, Virginia, Buffalo, and North Kakalaka. Buffalo being my weird one. All right, let's do it. Fine. 5 invalid entry. Oh, they must combine to at least 20. Shit. All right, so that means I got to take off UVA, and I like that Cincinnati. And then, gosh, I hate having to put money on Duke. Fuck you. All right, there we go. Don't forget to play the FanDuel / 5 Points vids. That's right. Mm-hmm. Okay, now this other thing we're going to do, we're going to actually fill out a real bracket. And you guys can talk about NFL as we do this. So we don't lose the entire audience. But we're gonna pick everything. How about that? And we're gonna make a group.
The Steelers done anything free agency wise?
They're looking to re-sign Mike Mitchell.
That's the
Giants. He was gone.
I knew they were gonna do it. That's why I wasn't holding my breath when everyone said Mike Mitchell's cut. It's gonna be amazing. It's like no, they're gonna sign him again because they like him in the locker room.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, he's terrible. He should have never been signed. But yeah, like they also didn't tender Eli Rogers, but he tore his ACL. William Gay got cut.
All right,
big play Willie Gay. Villanueva
he's been in the league for a long ass time though, right? William Gay's been around.
He went, I think, to Arizona for a year. Then he came back for a little bit.
Okay. That's the area they need to improve the most, though, right? Like your secondary.
Yeah, the D's rough, especially with losing Shazier.
Yeah,
That
really
hurts.
helps them.
All right, I just put in the link to the group for everyone, so we can do this shit. We can pick shit. Here, let's pick a bracket. Damn it! How come I can't pick it? Here we go. All right.
Jay's is down in the bracket.
Yeah, we're gonna do a bracket. God damn it! All right. Since everybody wants to watch here, okay. Drag and drop. So Virginia versus UMBC. That's a 1 versus 16.
Virginia.
All right, good one.
Virginia, come on.
All right, Creighton versus Kansas State. That's an 8-9 matchup.
Creighton versus K-State?
Yeah, Creighton, owned by Warren Buffett, versus Kansas State. I like Creighton.
Yeah, go Creighton.
Kentucky versus
You're
Davidson.
going to have to pick
Kentucky.
Kansas and Wichita, so you don't want to pick 3 teams from Kansas, you know?
Yep, that's right. Buffalo is going to beat Arizona. Covered that. Loyola versus Miami. Yes.
Interesting.
It's 9:30. Did you plan on feeding me?
It's in the microwave.
Fucking 12-year-old kids.
I know, freaking dick.
Go eat a Hot Pocket like the rest
Called
of us.
him for dinner like 3 hours ago.
Too busy playing that Call of Duty.
Yeah, he's playing. He got into Overwatch. Miami, Florida versus Loyola.
That's a tough one because, like, Miami, Florida really didn't strike me as anything crazy in the ACC.
Do you know Loyola?
At least from what I saw of them.
Do you know Loyola has won a championship in 1960?
Is that like a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
Go Loyola.
I like Miami.
They play more fundamentally sound ball.
Yeah, they got those
Okay.
backdoor cuts, bounce passes.
For a funeral.
All right, Tennessee and Wright State. I like the. I can't pick another upset. That's Tennessee. And then you know that what I hate about a bracket is when you pick something and then you're like, and then they lose and you're like, why did I pick that? It's because they lost. You're an idiot. It's impossible to predict the future. Anyways, UC and Cincinnati or Georgia State. Gotta take Cincinnati there. All right. From David Benjamin, you should get El Presador on here someday. Who is El Presador?
He's that guy who yells about the Browns.
Oh,
He's funny.
he's good. I'll have to.
He'll
check
rail
him
about, like, you know, stupid shit.
out. Oh, that's
He's EDP for the Browns.
oh. Doesn't the guy that made the Factory of Sadness? Doesn't he have a channel? Like he's a comedian, right?
Mike Polk Jr.
Yes.
Yeah, he does too.
He's very good. He's really playing that angle up. The sadness. All right, Xavier versus NCC. Okay, Xavier. Missouri versus Florida State. Missouri likes to blow big games all the time. I like Florida State. South Dakota State versus Ohio State. That's a tough one. Tree?
Ooh, Ohio State, South Dakota State?
Yep.
I'm going to go Buckeyes, which means they're probably going to lose.
All
so
right.
take that with a grain of salt.
All right, so
South Dakota will definitely win.
So South Dakota State it is.
See, there you go. Now you're playing with fire.
That's
And
right.
if I
Now
do like a
know
bracket
what
thing, what you should do is follow my instructions and then do the exact opposite of what I say. And you'll probably get a perfect score.
I will do
Now
that.
you do the exact opposite of what he says 50% of the time. Then you get a perfect score.
That's right.
65% of the time.
You did predict the Astros.
You don't know which ones to go.
You did predict the Astros.
Yeah,
winning.
well, if you remember correctly, what I said was I think the Dodgers pitching is the hot hand, and that's why. And then I was high on the Dodgers, and that's why, by logic, the Astros were going to win in 7 games. So that's why that happened.
Yes. You basically picked against yourself, and you still lost, or you still won.
Oh yeah,
I don't know how that works. All right.
because if I pick for myself, I lose.
I like this matchup here. San Diego State over Houston. I like San Diego State for some reason. Michigan and Montana. That's Michigan. Texas A&M and Providence. That's those 10-7 matchups.
Ooh, yeah, the 10-7s,
Brandon.
the 11-6s, the 8-9s.
Pick this one, Brandon.
What are the two teams?
Intriguing ones.
Who are the two teams? Providence, that's a college. Texas A&M and Providence.
Well, Texas A&M is known for choking in all the sports, so there is that.
All right, pick them,
Providence,
Brandon.
Rhode Island's the way to go.
All right, Providence. I've been to Providence.
Where,
Don't.
Me, myself, and Irene was set. With, the hit movie with Jim Carrey.
Yes, whether his his adopted brothers are black, and he's like.
Children that he thinks are his own are
That's
all
right.
black.
That's right, and it's very funny. Very funny racial juxtaposition. Don't feed Phil. The South Dakota State Jackrabbits will upset the Ohio State Buckeyes because of Tree. Thank you. See?
If that happens, I'm just going to be beside myself.
I'll be. And North Carolina versus Lipscomb. I think I'm going with
Carolina.
Tar Heels. Going with Tar Heels.
If you
All
can't say the other name, just don't pick them.
Lipscomb. You know who my favorite artist is? Jock Lipschitz. That's a very good photographer. Villanova and Radford. I'm surprised Radford got in. They didn't have time to wipe down their dicks from all the STDs that are floating around that campus. Oh, wow. Virginia Tech and Alabama. I got to take.
I want to say Virginia Tech.
Yeah, they did beat UVA this year. That's how they got in, basically.
Tech, they did all right this year. I would say that.
West Virginia and Murray State. I like Murray State because Bob Huggins is a first-round bust waiting to happen.
West Virginia was supposed to be big this year, and they've choked a lot of games.
They've choked the shit out of shit. I used to work with a gal. Her husband is an assistant at Murray State. She said that he makes like $30,000 a year. But it's like once you become a head coach, though, your ass gets paid. But it's a labor of love, like being a YouTuber, right?
Oh shit.
Ain't that right?
Ain't that
Good news, everybody. You're going to be demonetized and cut again because we're assholes and we don't actually solve the real issues.
Right. They could, I know it's scary, but one day they could be like, yeah, we're going to make the monetization cut off 100,000 subs. And then it's going to be 1 million. And then.
It's probably going to be 1 million. It's going to be at the point where we all get, fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. But I kind of like the demonetization for those little channels. That helps us somehow.
Not really. I mean, it's just like that. YouTube's just trying to save a few bucks. It's really about it.
That's it. They're profit taking. I get it. All right. And the funny thing is they weren't actually paying out that money, but they just wanted to categorize that payment in a different way. If you know anything about taxes and assets, anyway.
Yeah. They were only making a few bucks off it.
That's what I'm saying, but it goes into the queue as revenue out, even though they didn't pay it. So to an investor, you would see, oh, you're spending X dollars on ad revenue when the real spend was much less. But it's just a way for them to recategorize money that they weren't spending. Anyways, I could explain it all day and not do it right. Wichita State and Marshall. I'm going to go with the Shockers. Florida. Shockers. 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink. Texas Tech and Stephen F. Austin. I like the Tech there. Butler's going to beat Arkansas and Purdue, though I love to think that they're going to get upset, but not quite yet. William Sondergrath. Tree face reveal. You ever going to reveal your face, Tree? I mean, come on.
I thought I did that a while ago.
You did, but... Hey, Brandon Perna, are you ever going to reveal your face on camera?
I'm never going to do a video that doesn't have my face in it, except for these ones.
These ones where you're the man behind the mask. That's right. And
I'm very, very vain and seeing myself on the internet is the only thing that gets me up in the morning.
Yeah.
It's what gets me up in the morning, I'll tell you that. Pictures of Brandon Perna. You are a handsome man. You look like the dad from This Is Us.
Season finale tonight, guys. Don't miss it.
All right, let's get through this bracket. Kansas going to beat Pennsylvania. NC State beating Seton Hall. Clemson is going to beat New Mexico State. Auburn over Charleston. TCU will win. They got your old coach, Jamie Dixon. Looks like he just stepped out of a wind tunnel.
Yeah, he's done a lot better since he moved to TCU. He's been able to revitalize his recruiting pipelines.
Yep. Michigan State will beat Bucknell. Rhode Island is going to beat Oklahoma because Oklahoma shouldn't even be in the damn tournament. And then Duke. All right, next round. Virginia, Kentucky on a head-to-head collision course. Tennessee is going to beat Florida. This is where I always pick the higher seeds because I just suck. Cincinnati. Xavier's going to beat Florida State. Wow, I have UNC Green. No, why did I pick UNC Greensboro? No, Gonzaga's going to the Sweets. I like San Diego State to beat Michigan.
San Diego State.
SDSU.
I wish I went to SDSU. Dick reveal. Come on, Luke Kelly. I already did that twice. And North Carolina. Duke will beat Rhode Island. Michigan State over TCU. Clemson over Auburn, even though they're the same school. Looks-wise. Have you ever been to Clemson and Auburn? They look like the same damn school. Kansas will beat NC State. I like Butler over Purdue. That's my big first upset. Texas Tech over Florida. Wichita State in the Sweet 16 versus Villanova's. Virginia is going to the Elite Eight. Cincinnati, I can't believe I'm putting them in the Elite Eight. Gonzaga will beat Xavier. That's the first number 1 seed to go down. And North Carolina will beat San Diego State. All right, this is a tough one for me. Tree, pick Duke versus Michigan State.
Ooh.
And don't try to
Michigan State.
reverse opposite it by saying say what you really think is going to happen here, so I can pick the opposite.
I think Duke's going to win, which means you should pick Michigan State.
All right, thank you. I was going to pick Michigan State. And then Kansas will beat Clemson. Butler versus
Now you're
Texas
learning
Tech.
something.
Who do you think, Brandon?
Ooh, interesting.
Butler versus Texas Tech. Go Butler.
All right. Butler. Why not? Just ruin my stupid bracket. If I win, if I get a perfect bracket, I'm not thanking you. And,
Okay, well, I was just looking at a tweet about Malcolm Butler, so I think it's destiny.
It is destiny. It's faith. Do you watch The Walking Dead?
Oh.
No.
I haven't watched that in a
If you don't, I don't.
long time.
It's turned into a dumpster fire. It really has. But I'm just watching it so that I know that what happens. Unlike House of Cards, well, because the main character molested some boys, you will never know what happened. That's how this stream is going to... Oh, anyways. All right. Final Four time. Virginia's going to the Final Four. North Carolina. Michigan State. And Villanova. Even though I know 2 out of these 4 are wrong. You know it. You just know it. And then Virginia in the final. Against Villanova.
Virginia versus Michigan State. Michigan State wins it all.
You think Michigan State is going to win it all when they get bounced in the when Duke beats them in the Elite Eight, and then I'm going to have a dead champion? No, I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with Virginia to win it all. I don't know why. They play the most boring basketball you could possibly have.
Most boring basketball usually wins, though, sometimes.
It's going to be 54-52. There we go. Let's lock it down.
Score? That's ridiculous.
Yep.
It's pretty gay.
That's pretty. You know what's gay? Sucking dick. That's gay.
It ain't gay unless the balls touch. You know that.
That's right. And if
Been over
football
this
is on somewhere, NFL Network is good. Like, if it's just on somewhere in the background, it's not gay. You know what it is. All right, there's our picks. Now we can go back and talk about football. So,
11
anyways.
more minutes of football.
Yep. 10 minutes of football. All right, let me let my boy Fly Lattori in here in about 5 minutes. Any more super chats? Tree face reveal? Nope. Is it football season yet? It's only gay if you swallow. I agree. If you just rinse it out, you're good. Sam Bradford to Arizona. What do you think about that?
I think Arizona didn't have a lot of options.
I mean, they flopped out on Cousins. They struck out on everybody. As I said earlier, Sam Bradford really fits in on their injury-prone ways.
Yeah.
He's going to be good.
So easily.
I like Hey Holy Nada to the Eagles.
Holodi nada.
I just like saying
injury problem last year.
Yep. Star
If
Lu.
he stays healthy.
These are some good names. Star Luatulele.
Star Lotulele.
Lotulele to the Bills. What was he doing?
He's defensive tackle, probably to replace Marcel Darius.
Yep. The Jaguars got Andrew Norwell. You know what's amazing though? They're not. What was I saying? The Jaguars. They're not backing down, man. They're making moves. That's what they're doing.
They want a ground and pound, man. They want Fournette to be the Rock. They want him to be Todd Gurley.
They want to use him up like a cheap whore. You know?
Just need to add a tackle, and they'll have a decent line.
TikTok Toe, are you a sponsor? I forget if you are. I don't know. All right, let's let some people in from the Peanut Gallery, then I'm going to call it a night. And
I'm hungry.
Yeah, me too.
It's your son.
Yep. All right, TikTok, get in there. Let's. Yeah, I know. I feed my kid. Fly
Eat dinner with your
Lattori.
child.
All right, what's up, buddy? All right, TikTok. Let me let you in.
Hello. Okay.
Did you leave him in the microwave?
It's working.
I did leave it in the
Can
microwave.
Can I kill the Packers, please?
Why? What do you want to kill the Packers?
Why do you think I want to kill them? Why do you want to think I want to kill them?
Well, I don't know.
I'm a Cowboys fan.
What do they do that hurt your feelings? I don't get it.
What do you think? Look at all the playoffs they've beat us in.
Oh, that? I thought it was some actual moves that they made this offseason that would actually... I do like how they Aaron Rodgers threw that pass down the sideline and the tight end caught it, and then you were basically fucked right after that. That was awesome. You got any questions for us right now?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's it.
Other than Bridgewater is not the answer.
He's never the answer. He
So,
looks
like the first pass he threw when he came back from injury wasn't an interception.
I thought it was Jameis Winston that threw the first interception ever in his first pass.
That sounds like Jameis.
That does.
Jameis. Never get it in fantasy. That happened to me.
All right. My head actually
Jameis
hurts. So if you want to say anything, I'm about to sign off.
Fuck the Packers, fuck the Packers, fuck the Packers.
Okay, that's good. Brandon?
Sounds about right.
Any parting shots?
Packers also added Muhammad Wilkerson to their defensive line, so they got a little bit better.
They'll be cut in 2 weeks.
We snuck a super chat in here. Oh, here we go. They're trying to extend the show here. Wilpon damn it. Before you love shine, Wilpon versus Dolan. Who's the bigger bad apple? It's definitely Dolan.
Gotta be Dolan, easily Dolan.
Wilpon,
especially with how he treats the Knicks. Wilpon's just like a used car salesman.
Basically.
Dolan actively ruins teams.
Deal with it, cowgirl. Go Pack, go. Oh, don't feed Phil. Wow. Shots fired.
Browns will get 8 wins and make the playoffs.
Oh, there
It's
we
possible.
go.
8 wins. That's a bold move, sir.
Yep.
8 or 9, because Tyrod can get you that. That's it. And
Who's
plus, Tyrod now
Jamar?
has an elite receiver.
All right, Brandon. Any parting shots before we sign off?
No.
No.
But thanks for having me. I really just love everybody here with my whole heart.
And your balls, too.
Great, sir.
That's right.
You can't love with your balls. Sorry,
I
that's
can't.
lust.
Oh, okay.
Bungles or bungles.
Yeah, I must confuse
Thank you,
the
guys.
two. All right.
Bye.
Tick,
Bye.
Tic-Tac-Toe, you want to say anything?
We got a big. So the Bruins came back from 4-1 against the Hurricanes.
That makes me
Nice.
sad.
Raleigh!
The Hurricanes.
They blew a 4-1 lead.
should have
Ian Pasternak
Please come to
Pasternak
our
scored a
game.
hat trick.
Ah. All right, one more super chat, and then Tree, what do you think about the QB trades this month? The trade.
A lot of shuffling. I think there's a lot of situations where, like, the one with the highest upside is obviously Cousins. Well, I think, like, part of me feels like Keenum will do, like, he'll do okay in Denver, I feel like.
Yeah, he should be fine. All right.
Just older
Yeah.
receivers.
Well, we made it around the horn. Thank you, everyone. Oh, wait, guys, which QB do you think goes to the Jets? One more, and then I'm gonna sign off.
I'd say probably what? Bridgewater and, like,
No,
Cowan,
yeah.
right?
They're gonna
Bridgewater
draft.
is going there. McCown's resigning.
That's right.
But if you're considering the draft, I want to say Mayfield.
Probably draft, like, some guy in the third round who sucks. Or they'll
Okay.
keep pretending that Christian Hackenberg is a quality NFL
It's
quarterback.
a god.
They're gonna bring Geno Smith back. Come on now. All right.
You
Let's
need
call it a
Smith
night.
More than you think.
Thanks,
Jets are going to
everybody.
find a way to screw up Teddy Bridgewater even.
He already got himself.
All right, Tree. Any final thoughts?
49ers are scary next
Oh,
year.
I was asking Tree, not you, buddy. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
I
Tree.
Seahawks did
Eagles
the right
don't win
thing
the
by
NFC.
blowing everything up, and also the I would probably say I don't know what the fuck the Dolphins are doing. They're going to blow up their mediocrity and
Wow.
probably respond with more mediocrity.
Hold on, I'm
All
typing
right,
something in
and-
chat.
My final thought
No.
is, hold on.
Dolphins equal Browns.
They're not going to be that bad. Hold on. No more talking. I got to sign off. Sorry, guys. My final thought is I like both moves the Giants made, which is, I think, cutting DRC and nothing. So, all right. Thank you so much for joining the stream, Tree. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure as
Brandon?
always, sir.
Brandon, you're not here. You left to go snuggle with your wife. I get it.
No, I did not. What the fuck?
No, I'm talking
Oh,
about Brandon.
Sorry.
You
I
were
don't
good
have
this
life.
time.
What the fuck?
Right. I went to the gym earlier. I did some squats.
Yep. Get
Yep.
that ass.
Yep. I was working on this bicep right here. All right. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to the end of this stream.